What's up, guys? You're watching CrabTree. My name's Mike. Behind me here is my 18650 Alumacaft center console John Bolt. She's a 2002 model, and while she's being a great boat, spring is right around the corner. Actually, I should say good weather is right around the corner. So we want to do some repairs to this thing and some upgrades to it to make it a little bit more kid and wife friendly, let's say, and a little bit more comfortable all around. And she's just a need for it. So with that being said, let's get to work. Let's get started. Stay tuned. So one of the first things I want to do is extend the tongue of the trailer out about 2 feet. When it's hooked up to the back of the truck, you open the tailgate, it flops and hits right on there, which you can't open it all the way, and that's a pain. And while it is nice to have a shorter tongue on the trailer just for storage purposes, we're going to try to make some kind of quick attach extended tongue on this thing. Okay, here's what I got so far. We got the factory 3x3 1/8-inch square tube. Then I converted it to a 3.5 by 3.5 1/4-inch tube. And then back to a 3x3 1/8-inch for the hitch to mount to. I got my drills holed. I already got my holes drilled for the chains, for the mount for the trailer hitch. And then here, I'm going to drill a hole in here all the way through the other side to accept the pin. But she fits super tight. Like there's like minimal slop. And then if you want to take it off, you're going to pull the pin, slide it off. You got the short trailer. You can just throw it back on. She's ready to rock, and that gives me about an extra, 2 feet. Okay, so while we are waiting for my paint to dry on the receiver extension, we're going to tackle the inside of the boat here. We got some rivets missing from over the years, so I want to replace those. A couple on top. Where is it? Right here. Not a ton, maybe like 20 overall. Also, we're going to ditch these rod holders because I can't stand them. We're going to ditch that rod holder because I can't stand it. We got nice clip-on ones. We're only going to do it on one side. This nighttime light, we're going to see if I can mount it up here like so to get it out of the way. This one, we're replacing it because that's broke, busted. What's up, guys? It's the next day. Beautiful day. I've been waiting for this weather for a long time. The spring has come so late this year. So the update is we got the trailer hitch extension on. So I got to figure out a way to mount the trailer jack because I hate this location here. So I don't know. I was thinking about doing it there, but it kind of defeats the purpose of the quick attach. So I might make a standoff here, welded on, or so. I'm not 100% sure yet. Then we got all the rivets in, and yes, they are aluminum rivets. Oh, I also ended up stripping out the seat bases, the drain for the floor, because I am going to put all EVA foam hydro turf on this sucker. which that is going to be the best part of this whole revival. So while we're waiting for the foam to arrive, because I haven't received it yet, we're going to turn our attention to the motor here, because right now we're at a standstill with the foam. I can't install anything else except for that right now. I can prep it at least. Maybe I'll do that. But right now we're going to turn our attention to the motor. This has just been getting worse throughout the years. Really stiff throttle cable and shifter cable. So we got new ones of those. So we're going to tackle that. It's got this tensioner knob here. You can literally tension it all you want. It doesn't do anything. The cables are just, I think they're just super old. So in order to do the cable, it's going to be a pain in the butt. We got to run it from the motor down through the sides, up through the floor, back up to the control box. So yeah, that should be fun. So what I think I'm going to do is zip tie them, just like so, and pull them through. There we go. There's one. Well, that was an absolute pain in the ass. So that's hard to pick up on camera, but she's quite a bit smoother now. Got the hoses routed nicely. Sorry, the cables. I cleaned up down here, which I didn't really show you guys before. But this I kind of just left loose, because I'm gonna have to pop that off when we put the turf down. Another thing we did was some of these switches are all old and crusty, so put new switches in, looking nice. The only one left I have to do is the horn. This switch is shot, but I didn't have a push button, so that's something I'm gonna have to source out, but that's a 5-minute job. So let's start her up. I haven't started her at all this year. Well, that was a rough first start of the season. I really need to upgrade the motor on this thing. but we'll get her dialed in. I'm going to adjust the carbs a little bit. I adjusted the throttle cable on it, so that helped a lot. But it is what it is. I'll run the little 60 Mercury for another year or two so I can upgrade to a nice 90. Love to get a fuel injected one, but it's not in the cards right now. So that's all I can do right now, guys. I'm still waiting for the hydro turf. Should be here in a couple days. Also waiting on hydrofoil because I am running an Atlas jack plate on this motor, and I do run into cavitation issues from time to time, doing sharp turns and in super shallow water, trying to get on plane real fast out of shallow water. So I'm hoping that's going to help a lot. That'll be interesting. But yeah, we'll see you in a minute. Stay tuned. Oh, probably in the meantime, I'll start prepping all the surfaces, sanding it, I'm gonna give it a light sand. What else? Acetone, whatever, all that boring stuff, and then we'll skip to me starting to install it. Super excited to get out on the lake. Winter has been so long this year, and stay tuned.
Use coupon code Z1035 to get $300 off any of our systems. For more information, visit us at sorsowater.com. That's SORSO water.com.
So as you guys saw, we had a really rough start, the first start of this year. So I was doing some digging around and I found some two-stroke oil inside the bottom carb. All around inside, looked like it was leaking, so I think I'm getting a lot of two-stroke oil, like pure two-stroke oil, inside the motor. So I was digging around, was doing some research online, and I found that there's a check valve, which is probably the original one, and some O-rings for the two-stroke oil injection. They probably need to be replaced, so I threw new ones of those in. I cleaned all the inside of the cowling there, and I got everything back together now. We're going to throw the muffs on, and hopefully she runs better. Actually, I'm going to try to tune the carbs a little bit, because I know it's needed that for the past little bit, so I'm just going to try to do it by ear here, because I don't have any gauges or anything, but let's see if we can make this thing run better. Alright, I think this motor is like full of two-stroke oil, so we just got to burn it out. Look at all the freaking smoke. So what is going on is when it's sitting, it's just filling the bottom cylinder up with two-stroke oil, because there's a check valve in the system that's letting two-stroke oil flow through when it's sitting. So I'll let it run for a little bit, clear itself out. Alright, I guess time will tell with that one. We're gonna let it sit, and we'll see what happens. See if it starts rough again. I did that at the very end of last season. I didn't think too much of it. I don't know. Didn't know what was going on, but it's definitely something going on. Obviously, because it's smoking like an animal. I got her tuned up real nice now. She's running fantastic. Check it out. Got the carbs tuned up, no problem. Just did it by ear. She's smooth right out. She's not puffing crazy smoke anymore. So I'm just gonna let it sit overnight and see if it does that, does the buildup in the bottom carb. Oh, there you are. Alright guys, so at this point in the video, my mic stops working. I don't know if it was from the fall or what happened, but anyways, this point forward, mic doesn't work this entire time, and obviously I didn't realize. So I'm just showing you that we got the check valve replaced. Motor's running mint now. And also we did, there's a pump here where I'm pointing at that we replaced all the seals on. So all should be good, and we're probably going to head to the lake soon. So at this point, it's the next morning. Sat overnight all night. Fired right up, no smoking, no issues. So I think we solved the problem. Now I'm pointing out, or I got the rear deck all done with the hydro turf. It's looking pretty slick, if I must say so myself. Looking pretty nice. Got all the seams cut out. So now I'm just sanding the floor, putting acetone everywhere to make it a clean surface. I'm gonna start doing the doing everything else. Floor is all done, even underneath the center console. It's looking great. Super happy with it. So I'm just saying at the front here that I'm going to put a little step, which you guys will see. Just I had some leftover material, and I think it's going to just balance out the boat nice. Plus, you know, when you're stepping on there on and off docks or swimming or whatever, it's gonna kind of come in handy just to get that a little bit extra traction. Here's a little bit different angle of the boat. Standing on the rear deck. Here's a little bit different angle of the boat standing on the front deck to give you an idea how it looks. I will probably in the future wrap the sides and stuff too, just because I think it'll just set it off that much more. But for now, I'm really happy the way it turned out. If you guys remember from the beginning of the video, I couldn't figure out how to mount the new trailer jack. So what I ended up doing was swapping the rear tire around to the opposite side, and I put it kind of just on the opposite side there. I flipped them around, and it's working out great. Because if I had it on the original side, the crank handle for the boat would end up hitting the crank handle for the jack. But this way, everything fits nice. The tire's not in the way. The jack's not away, and it can fold up no problem. So right now, all I have left to do is the front deck. I got some holders for some net holders for the back. I got to put in rod holders. I'm gonna put in the floor drain, brand new one, and I have to put in you'll see I have a holder for the night lights. It's gonna attach to the side so it's up and out of the way. Oh, and that's an old fish finder that someone had mounted up front. Finally getting rid of that, getting out of the way as well. So I got the front deck is all done now. I got all the rod holders in, my seat base is in. There's the light bar I was telling you about, the holder for it. I got a dash pad in up front, or sorry, on the console. Everything's wrapped up. You just have here just that front piece to put in, trolling motors mounted on. And I'm getting real close to putting it on the lake. And I even had enough material to do inside the little cubby at the front, which worked out pretty good. So now me and little man are ready to hit the lake. Stay tuned and we'll be on the water in a minute. Okay, so we got the boat launched. Everything's good to go. The motor fires right up, no issues at all. So the fix definitely did the trick. She's purring along, no issues at all, fired right up. She looks beauty in the water with all the new flooring. Looks like a brand new boat. I'm really happy with it. After I filmed this, it's been about a couple months later and she's still good to go. Kids, the wife, everybody loves the flooring, super comfy, all the buttons are great. The thing has just been performing flawlessly. Really happy with the way everything turned out. Of course, kiddo making a mess already. That's to be expected if you have kids. I don't know what I'm saying here, who knows, but we went out to the main lake and it was just super windy and cold. So we flew back to the mouth of the lake. Kiddos fishing a little bit, didn't catch anything. We're just on our way back to the ramp now just because we were just doing a little test run.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. Trying to reach the 1,000 sub mark. But hopefully this video gave everybody some inspiration to buy a new boat and fix it up, save some money in the process. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have done that before. I'd love to hear the stories. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next one.